following on from the last video, we're just going to take a look at the Mortal Kombat 1 gameplay trailer that we got and just talk about some of the things that I do and that I don't like. I'm not going to lie, I'm a little bit worried.
A character that you'll pick, and then I know you also have a separate kind of cameo menu, so you pick sort of a pair when you start the game?
Yeah, normally in a fighting game, you'll see a roster, basically, you know, where you select your character. After you do that, there's a second roster of characters, which are a whole new, completely different fighters that are the cameo fighters. And these fighters actually, they will join the fight, but they...
A lot of blank squares there.
Yeah,
So the whole cameo fighter idea is a bit of an odd one, and I'm not too sure that I like it. So, like he said, we get our first starting roster of main characters that we fight with, and then we get a second roster of cameo fighters. Whether this cameo fighter thing is... whether these fighters are just cameo fighters and we won't really be able to play with them, I'm not sure I like that idea. Having characters like Kano and Jax, iconic Mortal Kombat characters, subdued to little cameos, I'm not too sure that I like.
Well, so how does that work? So you're in gameplay, you have your main, you have your cameo. How do you summon them? Is it time-based? Like, how often do they come into? It's not a tag team thing, right? Where
Yeah, exactly. And you're basically summoning them. It's just one button push is basically summoning, but they have a variety. So you can go, you know, push that button with towards and it'll do a different move. Push it with down, it'll do a different move. Okay. And so
yeah, the cameo fighter thing to me is just something they had in the last game, where if you're playing like Towers of Time, you could add in little tokens where you could have Kano come in and you can press up and down and stuff to have him come in and fight with you. But having it as a whole like feature of your game, I just don't really get it. So my biggest pet peeve about this game are the look of the characters. I honestly can't really pinpoint what it is, but to me they all just look very basic. In the last game you could see the differences between certain characters, and in this one I don't know what it is, their faces are just very lifeless, if you can see what I mean. And in the last game there was such a big emphasis on the customization of all your characters and having them look completely different. But in here, it just... I don't know what it is. Like, I think Raiden in here just looks really naff. In all the games, you know, he's the old, wise fighter Raiden, and fucking... here, he's this young guy that is inexperienced by the look of it, and I don't know how I feel about it. The gameplay and everything looks great as ever, and some of the fatalities and stuff you see in here look fantastic, but just the look of the characters is a real put off to me. And to me, customization of your characters is such a big thing to have in these kind of games, and with Street Fighter 6 just coming out and its character customization looking fantastic, you can create whoever you really want. But with this, I don't know. I'm not sure. I can't really pinpoint it. Having seen some of the a few of the different arenas that we can fight in, I do like the look of them. I like the look of this like mansion house kind of one, and I'm interested to see what other ones there are. So it looks like there's a really big emphasis on the story mode in this game, and it does look really good, and I can't wait to play it. But just again, something just doesn't feel right about this game. I'm really glad to see Goro back in the game. He wasn't in the last one. I can't remember if he was in Mortal Kombat X, but it's been a while since we've been able to play with him. But I believe he's a cameo character, and like I said, if they are just reduced to cameo characters that just fight on the side, I'm not too happy about that. So, yeah, Mortal Kombat comes out on September 19th, and I am interested to see, you know, what it's like. I'm definitely going to get it, but I just can't help but feel a little bit underwhelmed. If you enjoyed today's video, make sure you drop a like and subscribe, and I'll see you again in the next one.